Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm actually going to show you guys a second bike that I picked up. Now, I think I was going to show you guys a track day, didn't show it to you, but I did pick up a second bike, and there's a couple reasons. So when I did my first track day on this bike, it was tons of fun, but you know what, this is a little bit too expensive to be dropping on the track. So I decided to pick up another bike, and this is a bike that I'm very familiar with. I've had 3 of them in the past. It's a 2007 Yamaha R6 Raven Edition. And 2007, that was like a charcoal color. But either way, here's the bike that I have. And you guys really can't see it, so I'm gonna take it outside and show you guys what I found. So let me start it up, take it outside, and show you guys the newest addition to the garage. All right, so this is the barn find. I'm calling it a barn find because it's a 2007. It was basically neglected, hasn't been ridden since 2017, and there's a lot wrong with it. So before I show you what's wrong with it, let me show you the good things about it, at least of all the bikes I could find over the last 2 months. So the good things about this bike are, one, it has about 10,000 miles, so that's not too bad. But also the plastics are in fairly good condition. And plastics are always the most important part, or the most expensive part, I should say, to replace on a bike. So I've got a couple blemishes here. The tail is cracked from a low side. But other than that, it's in pretty good condition. The owner just replaced the battery, so that's good as well. But now, let me tell you about all the things that are wrong with this bike that I fixed. First thing you can tell is from either a low side or the bike being tipped over, one of the mirrors is missing. But it's a track bike, so I'm gonna take these off anyway. These levers are gonna have to be replaced. If you come closer, I can show you guys the brakes basically are non-existent. It's so dangerous to ride. I mean, there's absolutely zero pressure here. So I'm gonna have to do, full fluid change, including the brake fluid, and then also gonna move to stainless steel brake lines. The frame sliders from the low side and the tip over, both of them are gonna have to be replaced. The frame is still good, but if I look inside, the frame slider, at least the no cut on that side, is a little bent. So I'm gonna have to replace that. And now the front pegs, this has to be replaced. Now, when I was looking at this, this is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. This is riveted, so I'm gonna have to take out the whole rear set and find a way to Dremel this out and replace the front peg. The slip-on will have to be replaced, mostly just because I'm not a fan of it. But I can tell it's running super rich, so it's probably gonna need a power commander as well. Now, both front and rear tires, you guys can probably already tell, I don't think these have been changed since 2007. The front is completely worn down. I mean, you can see how far this is sitting. I've got a spider nest still in the tire. There's cobwebs still in the engine if I look at it, so I'm gonna have to clean all those out. This lever, I mean, it's so tough to ride, I can barely even stand on this. This is gonna have to be replaced. This one's fairly easy. There's a pin that comes out. So I've ordered these, just have to wait for them to get in. And you can see there's still cobwebs in this bike just because it's been sitting for so long. And last thing is, if you look at this tail, now I didn't notice this when I bought it. I saw this from the low side, not a big deal. But this plastic piece is coming out. I'm not gonna buy a new tail, but I am gonna figure out a way to fix this to hold it in so that it's just not flopping around. Some other things on the bike is that the tail light doesn't work, the turn signals don't work, so those are all gonna have to be replaced. I don't think this chain has been serviced or changed since 2007, that's almost 15 years ago, so I'm gonna go with new sprockets and chains, and then of course stainless steel brake lines. I'm gonna have to replace those as well, give it a little more stopping power. So that's about it. You guys will see some videos upcoming on that. I have about 2 weeks to get this bike in riding condition enough for the track. If you like this video, remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.